Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students. Welcome to our science class. Okay, guys, so before we take the exam, we were talking about food chain. But before we learn about food chain, let's learn about how living things are grouped. They are putting in the group. Can you tell me how many groups that we have for living things? Based on what they eat or how do they live? So, if it's based on what they eat, are you here with me, guys?
Yeah.
So, we have, just a minute, I'm going to put it down so it doesn't bother me when I draw. So, these are, oops. These are the living things. Okay? We have producers, number 1, then consumers, number 2, then decomposers, number 3. Who can tell me what are producers? Yes. Hi, Fatima. What are producers?
A producer that they want to hunt the animal.
Are you sure?
No.
So, what are producers? Who are the producers? Hi, Arima Maria. You told me that we took chemist this lesson. So, can you tell me now what are producers? Did you underline with me in your book?
No, we didn't have book. We didn't have this page.
Did you, Fatima, you have the page in your book. This I did it.
What?
It's not this, yeah, Fatima. You don't have this in your book. This is a summary of our lesson. I'm doing it with you. I'm drawing a diagram for you to understand what we took. We said living things, can you see over here? Living things, we can divide them into 3 groups. Producers, consumer, and a decomposer. What are producers? Number 1, what are producers?
Viewer.
Who are producers? Rima and Maria. Can you find it in your book? Who are producers?
I open it. I open it.
Okay, Maria, tell me.
It's a living thing that makes into own food.
Yes. Living things that they make what? Their own?
Food.
Excellent. Like who?
Like me.
Who make their own food? Living thing make its own food.
Consumer.
No, producer. We are here in producer. I draw it in green because they make their own food. Who are they? Who makes their own food?
There's no page name the producer and a plant.
A plant. Excellent. So plants, they make their own food. What do I call plants?
Product.
Producers. Say it again with me. Producer.
Producers.
Producers are living things make their own food. Who are they?
Producer.
Like plants. Hi, Fatima. Now you understand?
Yeah. Yes.
What about living things eat living things?
It's computer.
Consumer. What do I call it? Consumer. Okay, now Fatima, focus with me. If there is living thing eating another living thing, let's say animals who eat animals, we call them a name. What can we call them? Carnivore, herbivore, omnivore?
Omnivore.
If they eat only animals, if they only eat, we call them carnivore.
Carnivore.
Only animal. Okay, if they eat only plants.
Miss?
Yes, ya Qamar.
Yeah, producer. Like when lion eat deer, this is what you mean?
Yes, exactly. When a lion eats a deer, it's a carnivore. But when a bear eats fish and berries, both of them, is it herbivore or omnivore?
Omnivore.
Omnivore, excellent. When a bear eats plants and animals, it's an omnivore. What about a deer? If it's only eats plant, what do I call it? Herbivore. Now again, Fatima, please, ya Fatima. Fatima.
Explain again.
Fatima, please listen to me. I want you to listen so you can understand, okay? If a living thing eats another living thing, it's a consumer. This is on top, okay? This is the first division. Okay, if it's a consumer, it eats 11 things. We can also divide them into 3 sections. If they eat only plants, or they eat only animals, or they eat both. Now let me show you. Herbivore, only plants. Huh? Carnivore, only animals.
I think consumer
Omnivore can eat both, ya Fatima.
Okay, miss, I think that carnivore, this one, is consumer. I mean that one. You ask us, the consumer is omnivore or carnivore or this one?
Are you opening your book, ya Fatima?
Yeah.
Do not open your book. Close it. I want you here with me. So, if a living thing, what's a living thing, ya Fatima? It can be plant, it can be animal, it can be human, it can be insect, it can be anything that lives. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, very good. Okay. If this living thing is making their own food, I will say they are producer. Okay? Because plants, do they eat? Do they eat animals? Do they eat plants? No. What do they do? They take sunlight. And what do they do with sunlight?
What? They give us energy?
They make their own food. Okay?
Okay.
Fatima, are you here with me?
Yep.
So, they make their own food. We call them producers because they produce their food. Okay, let's go to the next. Here in the middle, the orange. If there is a living things, eat another living things. Like what, Fatima? For example,
Like when a tiger eat a lion is a tiger.
a living thing is a tiger, eats another living thing.
Yeah.
A deer, for example. So if both of them, animals eats animals, what should I call them? Should I call them omnivore, carnivore, or herbivore?
Carnivore.
Carnivore, because they eat animals. Excellent. What about animals who eat only plants? What do I call them? Vegetarian?
No.
No. What do I call them?
Herbivore.
Herbivore, excellent. Okay, what about a bear? If a bear can eat a fish and a berry, plants, omnivore. So, is it clear, guys?
Yeah, now I understand the lesson.
Very good. Now, what's a decomposer? I'm gonna draw it with blue. What's a decomposer? A decomposer, yes, living things. It's a living thing. See, again, all of them are living things. Decomposer is a living thing, okay? But does it eat another living thing? No. Why? Because it's not a consumer. Does it make its own food? No, because it's not a producer. It's eat dead
Plant.
Plant or animal?
Or animal. Oh, like the mushroom, this one.
Oh, excellent, like the
Computers
mushroom.
have special because
Girls,
that
is it clear?
Yeah.
Everyone, not only Fatima, everyone. Is it clear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rima, Maria, Qamar, Wasayif,
Here.
Wasayif.
I have a question.
Ask me, please, Qamar. Yes.
They eat animals.
What?
Ants.
Ant?
They eat animals.
You mean ant? Ant, the insect?
Yeah.
No, they don't eat animals. They eat plants and other stuff.
Oh, but last time I saw a video, a science video that said that they like a dead fox or dead deer.
Oh, so yes, they can be decomposers sometimes. Yes, they can eat dead animals sometimes. Not the remains of the dead animals. Okay, guys, now I have a question for you.
What?
These are living things. Who's the living thing that makes its own food? What do I call it? Producers. Excellent. Fatima, please raise your hand. Next time, raise your hand. I need to hear everyone. Now, living things eats another living thing. What do I call it? Hi, Dana.
Carnivore?
Living things eats living things.
Living things eat living thing? Herber. What's this one? With the H?
Okay, just a minute.
I don't know how to.
No. I'm gonna do it again.
It is consumer.
Excellent, ya Fatima. Yes, it is consumer. Now, just a minute. I'm gonna open it again for you.
I choose, the same color as this one. Or this one. I think I'm gonna use it. Okay. Here's my school. Miss, the grasshopper can eat the dead animals. The grasshopper.
Just a minute.
You can make it, Miss, all of it clear.
No, I don't want to clear everything.
I want to read plant or animal.
Okay. Why you are humming, ya Fatima?
Oh, I forgot to mute.
So, first of all, over here, what do we have? Living things. Okay.
Living things.
Now, these words, I'm gonna scramble them all over the place.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask you, okay?
It's like a game?
Yes, it's like a game. Now, if a living thing eats another living thing, what should I call it? Choose from the word.
Consumer.
Everyone, do you agree?
Consumer.
Consumer, excellent. So, this is the first division. Okay, If a living thing makes its own food, what do I call it?
Producer.
Okay, Fatima, I'm very happy that you understand. Now I want you to close the mic. Let me see your friends. Okay?
Miss,
Agree? Okay,
Miss, I
Fatima?
have a question.
Thank you, Fatima. Thank you very much. Now, what about living things eats dead animals or plants? What do I call it?
Decomposer with the D.
Decomposer. Excellent.
Yes.
Decomposer. Very nice, very nice. Now, after learning the divisions of
Living thing.
living things, now tell me, if a living things eat animals, what should I call it? Only animals.
Only animals?
Living things eat
Ca-
living things, you mean, Miss?
Living thing eats only living thing, another living thing, like animal, only animal.
Carnivore?
Carnivores, excellent. If they eat only animals, it's carnivores. What about if they eat only plants? Hi, Maria, Rima and Maria,
I
where
know.
are you? I want Rima and Maria.
Here.
Okay, Rima and Maria, if they eat only plants, what do I call it?
Only plants?
Yes.
Only plants?
Herbivores, excellent. What about if they eat both animals and plants, ya Maria?
Omnivore.
Omnivores, excellent.
I want to say them all.
Okay, now I'm gonna put the arrows again. Please, ya Gamar, do not write on my screen. Erase what you wrote.
But she wants to tell you something.
I know, you can open your mic and tell me, please.
Your mind open. Your mind must tell you say what you want.
Fatima, she can hear me, ya Fatima, please. Hi, Gamar. Number 1, consumer, producer, and a decomposer. Consumer can be carnivore or herbivore or omnivore. Now, I want to talk about... Ya Gamar, where are you, Ya Gamar?
I'm over here.
Gamar?
Yes?
Miss Gamma is talking to you.
Okay, yes, you wanted something?
I said omnivore.
Omnivore. Excellent. Omnivore eats what?
I know.
It's I don't know.
It
Miss
eats
can
plants
I tell
and
her?
animals. Now, after learning all about living things and how we can divide them, please guys, focus with me. It's all about the energy, and energy source is the sun. This is the basic source of energy. From where everyone gets energy? From? Excellent. From the sun. So everyone will start eating energy or taking up energy from the sun. So who will take it immediately from the sun?
Sunlight?
No, sunlight. It will go to who immediately? Is it consumer,
Oh.
producer, or decomposer? Who will take it first?
Producer, right?
Excellent. So this is sunlight. After sunlight comes what?
She said producer.
Of course, a producer. Why a producer?
Because the producer is the plant. The plant make your own food from the sun.
Excellent. Because producer makes their own food from sun. Very nice. And they prevent plant. Who will eat those plants? Decomposer or consumer?
Consumer.
Excellent. And a consumer. After a consumer eats plants and living things, after it dies, who will eat them?
Omnivores.
A decomposer. Omnivore eats plants and animals, ya Fatima. So again, sunlight will be given to, now let's change the,
Because all my stuff
let's
is
change the
Korean.
color. So sunlight will be given to whom? To a producer. Then a producer will be eaten by a consumer. Then a consumer, after it dies, will be eaten by a decomposer. Now, this
Nobody
is
eats the decomposer.
decomposer. After they die, they are dead, they will be into the soil and they will give energy to the plants again. They will decompose and be parts of the soil. When they are parts of the soil, new living things will grow out from there. Now, this is a food chain. A food chain is about moving energy from sunlight to all living things, okay? Now, the food chain can be more different or more specific, not only about producer, consumer, or a decomposer. It can be more than that. Let's take an example about it. How, okay, do you agree?
Okay, miss.
Very nice. Let's stop sharing this and share the book together. Okay, guys, look at this food chain. Now, first of all, the food chain over here start with what? Up here started with the sun. Excellent. After that, who takes the energy from the sun?
The plant.
The plant. After that, who ate those plants?
The
What is
animal.
this animal?
Rat.
A
Kangaroo.
rat. Excellent. A
Kangaroo
rat.
rat.
Okay, a rat is a consumer or a producer?
This is a producer.
The rat. The rat.
No.
No, consumer.
A consumer. Okay, a consumer. It eats only plants. So what do I call a consumer?
Consumer.
Herbivore, omnivore, or carnivore?
Carnivore.
Why? Because it eats only plants? Do I call carnivore? Only plants. Where are Maria and Rima today?
I don't know. They are muted all the time.
Hi, Alara. If it eats only plants, so it is herbivore or omnivore or carnivore? Only plants. It's herbivore, guys. Okay. Okay, take a look at this page. Did you highlight it with me or not?
No.
Yes, I highlighted.
No.
Miss, I didn't highlight all.
Why?
Highlight what?
Why?
I just highlight things, a living thing that.
No. Do not tell me what did you highlight. Do it again now. Quickly, Adana. Everyone, because today you are going to sit and study that. It's very easy and very important. Come on. What's a herbivore? What's a carnivore? Come on, ya Dana and Fatima.
Oh, yesterday you do it with us.
I know. But you said you didn't underline it, and I don't feel that you understand it.
No, I understand that. I think that's a new page. I didn't online the new page. I only online the yesterday.
Everyone did this page?
I think, yeah, all of us did it.
Yamar, did you do this page?
Yes, we do. Miss, I meant to highlight.
Wasayif, did you highlight this page, Wasayif?
I'm done.
Wait, Miss, because I need to make this one.
Miss, I highlight everything.
Very good. Now we will go to the next page. Okay.
Miss, I can highlight.
Come on, girls. Okay.
I already the page.
How about now?
We highlight consumer. I'm actually making it my pen.
Now I highlight.
Alhamdulillah. So, what's an animal that eats only plants? What do I call it? It's a consumer, but what do I call it? Herbivore, carnivore, omnivore?
Carnivore.
Carnivore eats only plants?
Not. Yes.
No. Who?
Carnivore.
It's not a carnivore.
See the question again, please.
It is a herbivore. Herb, from herb. Herbs means plants. Herbivore eats only plants. This one is herbivore. A herbivore will be eaten by who?
By
The snake. This snake will eat the rat. This is a carnivore because it eats other animals. Then who will eat this snake? Also, this bird will come and eat this snake. So this is how the energy will move. The energy first.
Producer. The first one, the second, the last one, the producer.
Who's a producer, ya Fatima?
The bear.
No. Why? Does it make its own food?
No.
All of these are consumers, except one thing. The first one is a producer because it made its own food.
Oh, Miss, we can write here.
I'm looking
What is a producer? Miss, and the kangaroo rat, it is a head, that with edge, right?
Okay. Now, can we underline what is a food chain?
Underline what is food chain? Okay.
Energy moves between living things in an ecosystem. A food chain shows the path of food from living thing to another. This is a food chain, a path that shows that food moves from one living to another. Okay? It's all about the energy moving from one to another, one animal to another. Okay, guys?
Miss, what is the bird? Miss, what is the bird called? The bird.
This bird is a road runner. A road runner. We call it a road runner.
Anna, I'm telling you, I mean that. Okay, the first producer.
A consumer. Why? Because it eats another living thing. What does the bird eat?
Bird eats snakes and.
Not all birds eat snake. This kind of bird will eat the snake. Okay? This kind of bird. It will take the energy from who?
From the
Excellent, from the snake. And the snake will eat the rat. Then the snake will take the energy from who?
The rat.
The rat. The rat will eat the plant. The rat will take the energy from who?
The plant.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, all of them are consumers. All right? All of them are consumers. Now, I want you to circle the predator and put an X on the prey. Over here, who's the prey and who's the predator? The snake or the rat?
The snake?
Yes, is what?
Put circle in the snake.
Predator.
Predator. And the rat is?
The
The prey. But the snake with the bird, it can be the opposite. The snake will be the predator?
No.
Okay, so will be the prey.
This
and
one.
then?
Circle this one, leave it. I'm gonna leave the circle.
So the snake can be predator and prey. Sometimes it will be predator and sometimes it will be?
Miss, you mean like that? I put X in there, correct? I put in the snake, right, an X.
Yes, excellent, excellent. Okay, guys.
It is
What are chickens? Chickens are producers, consumers, or decomposers? What are they?
What is it?
Chickens are producers or consumers or decomposers. What are they?
Producer?
The chicken, do they make their own food?
No.
No, so what are they?
Decomposer. Consumers are the
Consumers. What are they?
As a trog.
Consumer.
Excellent. What about a corn? A corn is what?
Is a producer.
Excellent. A corn is a producer. A corn is a producer. What about human? What are we? Are we a consumers or a producers?
No. Producers.
Consumers. We eat food.
Consumer.
We take energy from plants and animals that
Miss,
are...
I say.
Yes,
I say
excellent. Yes, I heard you, Dana. Excellent. We are a consumers. We eat corn or chicken and also both. So what that makes us a herbivore, omnivore, or a carnivore?
Oh, the class is done.
What are we?
We are consumers.
Are consumers.
Okay, what kind of consumers we are? We are omnivores, carnivores, or herbivores?
Carnivores.
Why carnivores? Only we eat meat or we eat plant too? If we eat both, so that makes us what?
Miss, do we eat plants?
Yeah, we eat a plant.
We eat plants and animals, so that makes us omnivores. What kind of consumer you are?
Omnivores.
Omnivores. Okay, guys, I'm very sorry. That's it for today. Please, guys,
Miss,
on Sunday, we are going to repeat that again. Please study the highlighted parts and be ready for Sunday, okay?
my favorite subject in school is science, actually.
Really? I'm so happy to hear that.
Really?
Okay, I'm so happy to hear that. I want you to be ready on Sunday. Please study the highlighted parts. We are going to do it again on Sunday. Thank you, guys. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.